Fans, when you think mortgage in Chicago, think eClick Lending with rates at all-time lows. Don't wait. Lock in your low rate today with eClick Lending. You never pay lending fees. Point, click, save. eClick Lending.
There are similar lines. Hamill and Vogelsong, similar pitch counts. One difference is Vogelsong has given up a home run. Hamill has kept the Pirates off the board, each with 3 strikeouts, all looking in the first 3 innings. 1-1 on Josh Bell. Bell clubbed one to the warning track in left his first time up. Popped up off of third this time. And Bryant makes a catch right at the barrier.
He's diving one way. He's drifting into the seats. He's hitting home runs.
Yeah,
making backhanded plays.
Quite a night already, huh? Strike to McCutchen. So I mentioned Stephen Cardullo, a Cub fan. Look at the last second. Went, oh, yeah, go ahead, Chris. You can have it. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground. Backhanded by Russell. He got him. 2 outs. I mentioned Stephen Cardullo homered in the first game for the Rockies. Has hit a grand slam in game 2. It's his 29th birthday. These are his first 2 major league home runs. Recently brought up from the minor leagues just after the Cubs were in Denver. This guy played 4 years in independent ball. Played in the Frontier League 2012 for the London Rippers. It's London, Ontario. They folded mid-season. He's played in the Canadian American Association, where he was the MVP. He was a walk-on in college at Florida State.
Wow.
And now he's in the majors.
Wow.
So what a story.
The London Rippers. Is that a play on Jack the Ripper?
I don't know.
London, England? Just. Oh, you remember earlier you were asking me about peculiar pregame.
Yeah.
My wife was listening, and she reminded me, Bob Nepper, remember Nepp, the somewhat eccentric left-hander? He used to, the days he would pitch, when he drove to the ballpark, he used to listen to opera.
Really?
Yeah, like Pavarotti, just blasting it, because I remember after a bad start one time, he was asked, you know, why, and he said he was emotionally drained from listening to the opera on his way to the ballpark. And that's why he pitched poorly, which is one of the all-time great excuses. That's the best ever.
Wow. Okay.
You can see just Nepp driving in, just singing at the top of his lungs. Pavarotti, he had tears streaming down his face. Like Adam Sandler, like Opera Man.
Right. And then he would shower with his uniform on. No.
But Nepp, Kid Nepp, he was a great teammate. Loved him. Good pitcher, too. Nice long career.
Thank you, Laurie. That was a good one.
Yeah, great. Somebody's bearing down. Somebody in this family's got to carry the mail.
Hayward over, and that ball is fair, and he didn't catch it. And Polanco to third with a triple ball, gets away, and he's going to hold. I hope Hayward's all right. We lose sight of the corner outfielder in that particular area, and somehow it landed fair.
Yeah, there's no room. There's, you know, a matter of inches there between the foul line and the wall. He gets jarred a little bit. Hitting that wall, has to recover to track it down. There's maybe the slowest triple in the history of the sport. Blanco kind of running and looking, watching that whole thing develop.
Waiting to see if the Cubs might And a challenge, fair foul. And the chalk line is almost right up against the sidewall in that area.
It's one of the interesting quirks of this old ballpark. Reminds me of some of the old gyms I used to work in when I refereed high school basketball up in rural northern New York. The out of bounds line was, the timeline, or just everything was condensed.
Marte swings and misses. 2 hits for the Pirates. The triple by Polanco. Marte doubled back in the second.
The out of bounds wasn't the timeline, but the free throw line would be the timeline going in your backcourt.
Wow.
There's some of these small gyms, it's like Hoosiers. Wow. Talk about premeditated. Marte getting a little greedy there with a man on third base. Contreras is set up way off the plate. Yeah, might as well go back out there. Marte having some fun with Cervelli. Was probably asking, is that a good pitch? Is that one close enough to swing at? This is kind of like limbo. How low will he go?
How far off the plate Contreras is. Almost got Marte to go after it. 1-2.
Well, you would think they would just be able to eat him up inside here, but a couple times tonight when they've tried to throw that inside fastball, Jason hasn't hit the spot, so it might make sense to stay away or elevate. They're going to try to come in.
Stella has to charge, and he gets Marte, and the inning comes to an end. 2-out triple by Polanco, but they do not score.
I'm a big fan of my Bank of America mobile banking app. I can manage my accounts, deposit checks, get alerts, pay my bills, and more. I'm a big fan of this team, too. In fact, I tried out to be the mascot. Apparently, I'm overqualified. I do not have an overbite.
Here come the last of the 2016s.
I love this part. Stylish Prius, sporty Camry, fun Corolla, adventurous RAV4. They're all here, but not for long.
The final days of Toyota's annual clearance event are going on now. Get 0% APR on 11 of Toyota's most popular models like the 2016 Camry, Corolla, or RAV4.
Come in and get the 2016 Toyota you want before they are gone.
Toyota, let's go places.
Crab Fest is on at Red Lobster, so come dive into dishes like the new Alaska Bear Dye Crab Dinner with sweet crab from the icy waters of Alaska. Or try Crab Lover's Dream with tender snow and king crab legs. Love crab? Then hurry, Crab Fest ends soon.
You ever feel like you're spinning?
Like you're stuck in the same place in life? Just going round and round and round? Yeah, man. Been there.
No, actually spinning.
Oh. We can fix that by going to Midas. They have a great selection of tires. Sorry, Doug. I thought you were trying to get deep.
Nah.
Trust the Midas touch. For tires, brakes, oil, everything.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
Time for our Xfinity high-speed action. Chris Bryant has had quite a ball game, and we've just gotten started. Home run in the first inning. Saved a run here with a diving catch. This backhanded play. A one-hop strike to Rizzo, and then reaching into the stands to make the catch. And here he is again. Here he comes now.
Amazing how that works out. Yeah, and it just, it makes the point that we've made over and over again what a versatile, talented player he is.
Base hit, number 2 on the night. He'll get to show off his base running skills. Rizzo will walk up.
Of course, Anthony would counter by saying, well, KB, until you've actually stood on the wall and made the play over there, you really haven't done much.
Dell holds on Bryant. The pitch just gets away. Bryant takes off for second, and he's in.
There you go.
Check that off the list. Let's see. Power, average. Defense, speed.
Instincts.
Instincts. We've covered just about all the tools.
There's the 5 tools. They talk about the 5 tools. Hit for average, hit for power. Play defense, run and throw, and then a lot of people talk about the 6th tool, be the intangibles, the baseball instincts. I guess you could add a 7th tool, good teammate, good in the room, as those hockey fellows say. Got the top Q rating in all of Major League Baseball. I think he flosses regularly, I've heard. Don't know that for sure.
Ground ball to first. Bell will take it to the bag. That'll get Bryant to third with 1 out.
Anthony no doubt wanted more, but a productive out. Anthony very demanding of himself. I mean, he's getting his hits. He's hitting for average. Went deep here last night, but you sense some frustration after some of his at-bats here lately. I think he's had some pitches where he feels like he should have done a little bit more with them.
Bring the infield in. Inside corner. Soler said, Tony, no.
Well, you better be on the balls of your feet on the left side of the infield when you play in against Soler. He hits the ball so hard. Olgasong pitched collegiately at Kutztown State in Pennsylvania. Kutztown University, I believe they call it now. D2 school. Haven't turned out many players. No more as a football school.
Bottom 4, 1-0. A 2-1 to Soler. Bounce to third. Bryant goes back to the bag. Rodriguez gives him a look. Throws to first for the out. Hey, Clark is the official mascot of the Chicago Cubs, and he can be part of your next event, from birthday parties and corporate outings to wedding receptions and charity events. Clark wants to be invited. Visit Cubs.com/kids for more information on bringing Clark to your next party. Hayward fly to left in the second. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. People are tweeting. I bet Chris Bryant recycles too. Yeah. Doesn't drink milk straight from the carton. Outside.
Look away, look away, look away.
Cervelli just saved a run, at least for the time being.
He, like Contreras, very agile back there. Well, does he challenge here? Or does he want to start with a fresh count? B.
Ball 4.
Of course, as big as that zone has been at times tonight, you really don't have to challenge. Just, shoot for that outside edge. More of the borderline calls have gone the pitcher's way here tonight than for the hitters.
Russell, last 6 games plus his first at bat tonight, 1 out of 22 after a real hot stretch. Start that last road trip, hitting the ball out of the ballpark with regularity. He's got 19 homers on the year.
Amazing how quickly guys can go from hot to cold in this game.
Try to extend your hot streaks and limit the cold ones, because you will have them. Into left and a base hit. Bryant will score 2-0. Russell grabs his 85th RBI.
Bryant singles, gets the second on the wild pitch, advances on the Rizzo ground ball, and comes home on the RBI single by Russell.
Stella, he grounded out to second. His return at bat. Jabbering when he came up the first time, but the reaction was pretty positive. Maybe a smattering of boos, but a lot of cheers for Tommy from the crowd as he slowly bounces on the ground to Harrison, who throws him out. Russell's 2-out single makes it 2-0 Cubs after 4.
It's the recon mission for Tango 165. The endless search for the best berries. A midnight run for tacos al pastor. And the empty roads of Dawn Patrol. This is summer driving. During the Mazda Summer Drive event, get 0 to drive lease offers on any new 2016 Mazda.
There are things in life that just go together. It's like they're always side by side. Because when we put them together, they're better. like home and auto insurance from State Farm. They just go together. And they save you time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
For almost 40 years, I've worked hard to enforce the safety rules on our highways and in workplaces, to hold the negligent accountable. And it's helped make our community a safer, better place. But to keep our community safe and strong, we've got to take good care of our children. This is why I've donated hundreds of thousands to support programs like Kids Stop, Reading Buddies, Teachers of Excellence, and United Way. And it's also why I only do personal injury law. Because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
It starts with the low Fields price, and then we include all of the Fields amenities at no extra charge.
And now, during the summer clearance event, get 0% APR financing for 60 to 84 months, or customer cash from $1,500 to $6,000 on select new models.
A low price and a whole lot more, like our Fields amenities that include free loaners, free car washes, and our Fields cafes.
The deal is always great, so it works out for me, works out for my pocket.
It's what we do. Fields matters because you matter.
Urlacher, coming this fall to CSN.
You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider. That's right, young man. All season long at CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Francisco Cervelli takes a slider out of the zone for ball one. 2-zip Cubs, fifth inning. Hamill moved up a day, pitching on short rest. A short 39 pitch start in LA on Saturday. Been really good tonight.
He's got a run now of 26 consecutive scoreless innings here at home.
Line shot right to Soler. Rodriguez robbed of an RBI hit as Bryant the diving catch to end the second.
Contreras patting his chest as if to tell him, my bad, I might have cost you one there. Wilson with Rodriguez indicating bunt coming out of his crouch as he was catching the ball.
Jordy Mercer on deck. We'll say goodbye to the Pirates and hello to the Giants tomorrow night. Another wild card contender. Well, the Giants have their sights set on their division. A really tough second half. Ball four.
Rare pitch in the zone that was called the ball here tonight. Contreras had to reach across his body to catch it. First walk issued by Jason.
Jeff Samardzija will start for the Giants tomorrow night against the lefty Mike Montgomery on CSN Plus. John Lester on Friday. We do not have a Giants starter yet listed. How about Madison Bumgarner versus Jake Arrieta right here on CSN Saturday afternoon. And then Johnny Cueto on Sunday for the Giants, and it's possible it could be John Lackey returning from the disabled list. good weekend's worth of matchups, wouldn't you say? It was a 4-game sweep here over the Giants last August that kind of felt like the signature series for the 97 win Chicago Cubs. But more specifically, I want to say it was a 2-0 lead for the Cubs in the 9th. Hector Rondon, bases loaded, nobody out, got out of it completely.
Yeah, I don't remember the particulars. I just know Hector got out of a real dicey situation.
Oh, 2 to Mercer. Rodriguez goes. Mercer hits a fly ball to right, and it's caught by Hayward. Rodriguez back to first.
The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience at Wrigley Field. Seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List.
Vogel's song with 2 outs. Protecting the left side of his face after getting hit by that pitch back in May. Fouled to right, 1-1.
Talked about this in the past. Still, I would like to see Wilson become a little less exaggerated. Some of his positioning back there behind the plate. Perfect there. Previous one, he was well off the outside corner. Especially with the pitcher up there. You don't really worry too much about Vogelsong. Just sometimes it's tough to make a competitive pitch when the catcher is set that far up off the plate.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Last day of the regular season in baseball with 25-man rosters. They'll expand to 40 maximum starting tomorrow. So a lot of nights there will be uneven numbers in terms of each team.
Yeah,
Cubs might have 28 or 29. Giants may have 30.
Every club will have its own philosophy. Teams out of contention want to bring up a lot of kids so they can get an opportunity to watch them play, almost like a spring training scenario. Teams in contention tend to bring up fewer guys, but they want to make sure they have an extra arm or 2 for the bullpen, usually a 3rd catcher.
Ball 4.
Now the ball 4 pitch was a pitch we've seen called tonight, but I think just a very tentative approach there with Vogelsong throughout. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit low, but it's been a strike most of the night. But I think where Jason and Contreras got into trouble was just being a little too defensive earlier in that sequence with Vogelsong.
The nephew of former major leaguer John Shelby. Josh Harrison.
T-Bone Shelby.
Yep, reached down an error in the first. Retired on a nice play by Bryant in the third.
That 22 inning game against the Dodgers when I was with the Astros back in the 80s.
Yeah.
T-Bone went 0 for 10 in that game.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That'll put a hurting on your batting average.
Builds character.
It's one way to look at it.
You make it through that, you're doing all right. Probably hit 4 atom balls that night. Sometimes it's just not in the cards.
Ground ball. Bryant leaves his feet. Ball deflects away from him. Rodriguez will score. And it's now 2-1. RBI hit for Harrison.
Well, that'll end Jason's scoreless streak here at Wrigley. Couple of walks and an off the glove base hit. And if Chris doesn't get leather on it, Russell will field it. I don't think he has a play, but it would have been at least prevented the run from scoring. I'm not arguing that Chris shouldn't have tried to make a play on that ball. Just telling you the what. And here comes the dangerous Josh Bell.
A run in first and second. It's the first hit of the inning. Swing and a miss. You mentioned this the other night. Bell dropped to the second round because he pretty much told everybody he was headed to the University of Texas. Got a big signing bonus, $5 million. And right up until the deadline, it was widely reported that he wasn't going to sign. Two strikes on him. Very late swing. Back in 2011.
Do you know who the Pirates' first pick was that year? Or did they have a first-round pick? I wonder if they had additional slot money available or pool money, however that.
I'll look it up. Garrett Cole, number 1.
Yeah, so they took care of him.
Overall.
Yeah, some high ceiling guys they got in that draft.
Two. Now even.
Well, he's relying on that changeup more tonight than he normally does. Throws that pitch 2% of the time. He's already got at least three swings and misses with it. Bell choking up on the bat a little bit.
Action time for these runners, Vogelsong and Harrison. with 2 outs and 3-2 on the hitter. Before that, pitcher and catcher will have a word.
Yeah, and here's we still don't have a real good book on Bell. I haven't seen him a lot, but first time he came up, I mentioned how disciplined he has been, taking walks, not striking out very much at all. Anxious moment, though, for a young player.
They're loaded for McCutchen. 3 walks in the inning. McCutchen's 0 for 2 tonight. He has grounded out both times, once into a 5-4-3 double play. Came in hitting .333 lifetime against Hamill with 3 home runs. Big moment in this one. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch. Foul strike. Already a 29 pitch inning for Hamill.
Yeah, this is where you really have to clear your head and just make quality pitches. Frustrated. You've walked 3 in the inning, including the pitcher.
And 2 on McCutchen.
I just can't believe some of the swings he's getting out of that slider. I mean, this is a ball to ball slider. They're not even close. The fans are along for the ride. We've been digging that big strike zone.
Briefly gets away. You've got a pitcher, however, running at third. And just about anybody would have put on the brakes there. Would really have to get away from Contreras for Vogelsong to try it.
How quickly he pounces on that ball.
Foul past first.
All the work in this inning likely will cost Jason an inning here tonight. Cruising along, looks like you probably get 7 out of him. Might be running out of timeouts.
I think they called for a 20. Cubs clinging to a 2-1 lead. On the fastball. So 3 walks and a single. And the Pirates get 1, but that's it. 2-1 Cubs in the 5th.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
This is what we use to clean our engines, to reach our customers, and protect our nation. Clean, quality fuels from Valero. When it comes to powering the American dream, this is what we use. Valero.
This beer gets straight to the point. It looks you in the eyes and firmly shakes your hand. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
Okay, sir, here's my idea for a Hyundai sales event commercial. First, let's really show off all of our SUVs. Huh? Then, bam! Every Hyundai's backed by America's best warranty, baby! Then, razzmatazz! Safety features, technology, awards. Then...
Whoa, Charlie. I love the effort, but we're out of time.
What do you...
Act fast today and lease the Tucson for $139 a month, or the Santa Fe Sport for $159 a month.
That went by fast.
Yeah, almost as fast as our event. You'll get it.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Coming up later tonight, clubhouse reaction from the Cubs after tonight's ballgame. Plus, Chris Sale goes up against Justin Verlander in the Motor City, and the story of how Pat Fitzgerald used the principles taught to him by his mentor, the late Randy Walker, up at Northwestern. That and a whole lot more comes your way on Sportsnet Central. Holly and I have the postgame. Now back to Len and Jim at Wrigley.
Thank you, Cap. Wednesday the 21st, the Cubs welcome students, alumni, and fans of the Big Ten. That's timely. Fans who buy tickets through the special group nights page will receive a special edition Cubs scarf in their favorite Big Ten schools' colors. Also, one lucky individual will get a chance to throw out the ceremonial pitch. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special group nights. I think we should ramp it up and let him come out and throw a real pitch.
Contreras takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Bottom 5, 2-1. Cubs lead. Now 2-0. Infielder Tim Beckham got demoted by the last place Tampa Bay Rays. There's some base running issues, including not hustling a couple of times recently.
He wasn't respecting 90?
Yes, not. Feels like it carries a little more weight when it happens on August 31st, right? Rosters get bigger tomorrow, and more of a statement move. Long ball to third, sharply hit, but Rodriguez handles it. In other words, you could just say, all right, Tim, you're not going to play for a few days. Even though I don't think he's an everyday guy anyway, but he said, no, we're going to send you to the minors.
Yeah, well, it hits you in the wallet, too, when you get demoted to the minor leagues.
Swing and a miss by Jason Hamill. Mercer's got lots of time. 2 outs.
Fowler will try to buy a little time, stretching his legs. Gonna saunter up there to home plate and give him a little bit of a chance to regroup. He was out there for a long time in the top half, and they've recorded 2 quick outs here. Good news is it's a cool night.
One ball, no strikes. Rich Hill was supposed to start the night game of that split doubleheader for the Dodgers tonight. He had warmed up last night for a game that was delayed and then eventually postponed with the blister issue he had dealt with. And the Dodgers decided to pull the plug tonight, not risk it. So it was Bud Norris instead. We mentioned he had a rough first inning.
Yeah, I would imagine with all the injuries they've had, they're hypersensitive.
In the right center, Polanco will have to chase it down. Fowler gliding around second. On his way to third. He's got a triple.
We talked a lot about the Pirates outfield positioning in this series. Javi Baez hit a triple into the right center gap last night. You see McCutchen shallow and shaded towards left center. That's where they played all the left-handed hitters. A lot of room to operate out there in right center for Fowler.
Bryant bats with 2 outs and a runner at third. He's homered, singled, and scored twice. He's now scored a major league leading 111 runs. Nobody else in the National League has scored even 100. And right now it looks like Vogelsong doesn't want much a part of him at all as Rizzo's on deck.
Yeah, I doubt he wants a big bite out of Anthony either. Makes this club so dangerous. This 1-2 punch of Bryant and Rizzo, right, left.
It's nice to have young legs, right? Remember when Barry Bonds was at 04 with the 230 plus walks? Story came out. He was a longtime veteran at that point, that he was a little fatigued that year because he was on base so much. Well, you don't have to worry about that with Chris Bryant.
Now, coming into this start, Vogelsong far better against right-handed hitters. They were batting 184 against some lefties, 294. So you would think, given his druthers, he'd rather go after the righty than the lefty, but the righty, that being Chris Bryant, homered and singled off him already here tonight.
Swing and a miss. Bryant has been on base now 235 times. Puts him roughly in the top 5 in the majors. Care to take a guess at who leads the majors in times on base?
Times on base.
144 going into today.
Joey Votto.
He is 4th.
Jose Altuve.
He is tied for 2nd. Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Knocked down by Cervelli. Rizzo is in the top 8.
That wasn't an intentional walk to Bryant, but it was clearly a tiptoe around. And guys like Rizzo, they take umbrage at that. Say, really? Really? You'd prefer to face me? That's a taking umbrage kind of swing right there. Right. Both of us, he's just airing it out. That one would have gone 450.
Fowler is almost halfway down the line. I'm sure Cervelli noticed right at first just how far down the line he was.
He's got Rodriguez playing way off the line, so he's taking a huge initial lead, and once he sees that ball in the dirt, he comes a little bit further. On pace for a record for catcher visits to the mound tonight.
Popped him up. Vogelsong pointing up, and he's just going to catch it. He was, I think, waiting for one of his teammates to get it, but decided I will take it. And the inning is over. Cubs strand 2. They lead by 1.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
Don't you dare follow your dreams. Think big. Or demand your own space. Don't you dare leave it all behind. Don't you dare ask what's next. Discover the first ever Cadillac XT5. Get this low mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $429 per month. Visit your Cadillac dealer.
This is my Bobo-Pedic gel, only $9.99 for the queen set.
And this is the Certa Savant 3 queen set at $19.99.
That's right, $19.99.
Theirs has memory foam, cooling gel, and a nice firm feel.
Mine has Bobo-Pedic memory foam, cooling gel, and your choice of feel. Plush, firm, or half and half.
Their set comes in a convenient rectangle shape.
So does mine.
So why are they charging $1,000 more?
Because they can.
We welcome you back to Wrigley, your Coors Light game report. Dexter Fowler, a big triple in that last inning this afternoon, spent it in the community along with his wife, Aaliyah, and daughter, Naya. They teamed up with Pay Away the Layaway, a nonprofit organization at Kmart this afternoon on West Addison, and spent nearly $5,000 helping pay off back-to-school supplies for nearly 30 families. A really cool afternoon. Dexter said there was one family specifically that a woman walked up to him, a grandma, saying, "You have no idea how much this means, as my daughter quit her job 2 weeks ago to come home and take care of me. I have cancer, stage 2, and this is a life-changing moment for our family." So Dexter, his wife Aaliyah, doing good things with their organization, the Fowlers Howlers, guys.
Great stuff, Kelly. Thank you. 2-1, Cubs lead, 6th inning. Gregory Polanco to start it. And he pulls it foul for a strike. High that time. Sinker baller Trevor Cahill playing catch in the bullpen.
Redo. Cubs now 11-3 against the Pirates this year with that win last night. 7-1 against the Buccos here at Wrigley.
36-16 against their own division. And we'd like to welcome all our viewers watching on MTCO Communications in Metamora, Illinois. Cubs are a season high tying 37 over 500.
What are the pace to win about 102 games, something like that?
103 maybe. Yeah. Triple digits. He got him on a slider.
Strikeout number 5. Polanco for the second time.
Nice bounce back outing to this point for Hamill. Coming off a couple of tough ones, and as we mentioned, not happy at all that he got the hook pretty early in his last start.
Yeah, and nice for him to come out and pitch well here tonight, just for his mental health, kind of move beyond that moment.
Hayward for the second out.
Seems to me that the Pirate hitters, if there was a word to describe them in this series, and more so here tonight, just anxious. You know, just chasing, going out of the zone, trying to force things a little bit.
Boy, did they pay Kyle Hendricks a big compliment after the game last night. The theme in their post-game comments was basically, we were waiting for Hendricks to elevate, and he never did.
And Clint Hurdle kept referring to Greg Maddux because I felt like I was facing Greg Maddux back in the day.
Yep. Two 2-0 on Cervelli. Tigers swept the White Sox. Final this afternoon, 3-2. Rookie Jacoby Jones scored the winning run on a 9th inning sac fly from Tyler Collins. Jones from the Pirates for Joakim Soria last year. Three and one. In the Cub dugout.
And this date in Cubs history, 1915, at the Polo Grounds, a no-hitter pitched by Jimmy Lavender. I mentioned that because his name is Jimmy Lavender. So the next time you're putting together an all-color team, don't forget about him. You've got your Vita Blues and the Big Greens and
Bud
Joe Black. Yeah.
Called strike 3. Cervelli is out. Not happy one bit. So he'll have to go put on his catcher's gear and sit right in front of Tony Randazzo. 2-1 Cubs.
Crispy M&Ms are back.
What are you doing?
You said to tell our fans crispy M&Ms are back.
Not those fans.
Did you mean this fan?
No.
What about that one? There's a fan in the break room. Oh,
so good, they're back.
During baseball season, I don't have time to travel to the wine country, so I do the next best thing. I take a tour from Napa Valley to Bordeaux at Binny's Beverage Depot. Over 7,000 wines from 6 continents. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
The Kia Top Quality Sales Event ends September 6th. But you can still get great deals on the sleek Optima and Optima Hybrid, as well as the Forte Sedan and Hatchback. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 66 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Or 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select models. Visit Kia.com to see how Kia Quality performed against the competition. The Kia Top Quality Sales Event ends soon.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade. This Labor Day, step up to GMC and get up to 20% below MSRP on a 2016 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab, or pay no interest for 72 months on all 2016 Yukons.
Versus Giants. Tomorrow at 6:30 on CSN Plus.
Welcome back, everybody. A decade ago, Northwestern tragically lost football coach Randy Walker. Now, 10 years later, Pat Fitzgerald uses principles of his mentor to carry on his legacy every day. Don't miss A Walk to Remember tonight after Cubs postgame live on CSN Chicago.
Cubs batting in the bottom of the 6th, leading 2-1. Jorge Soler swings and misses on a curve.
Cubs had faced rookies in 4 consecutive ball games to get the veteran Vogelsong here tonight. So it was Chad Kuhl.
Deep center, McCutchen will play it off the warning track. It's a double.
And the best kind, a leadoff double. Cubs look to extend their lead here. We talked about McCutchen playing so shallow. No chance at all to run that one down.
Make sure you follow In-Game Live on CSNChicago.com, presented by State Farm. Here's Hayward. And the pitch. Center field base hit. Soler is going to be sent by Gary Jones. Boy, McCutchen just assumed, I think, that he was going to score. I thought if he had played it a little more aggressively, he might have had a play.
Right, so yeah, if you're going to play shallow, that's a ball that he shouldn't have caught it, but he might have been able to get to it a little more quickly. Well, this ball's got a little backspin. It's got a little check on it. Kind of settles into the soft spot of the zone out there.
Here comes Ray Searage. That was a good read by Gary Jones with nobody out. Might be a little cautious in that spot. Cutchin never did make a throw to the plate. Bastardo, a left-hander, up in the Pirates bullpen. And here's Russell. Another big win for the Mets, 5-2. They beat the Marlins. They've taken the first 3 games of that big 4-game series. Bases clearing double by Kelly Johnson in the bottom of the 8th. The big blow. Right now the Mets are 2 games behind the Cardinals in the wild card race. The Marlins are 4 back. Cardinals at last check trailing 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th in Milwaukee. Swing and a miss.
Ricky Nolasco with a Maddox tonight.
Oh, he didn't even throw 100 pitches.
A shutout, 94 pitch shutout.
Beat the Reds. Nolasco pitching for the Angels. That's a series sweep.
Yeah, see, so the note I see here, it says a Maddox is a shutout with fewer than 100 pitches. I thought it was just a complete game with fewer than 100 pitches would be a Maddox.
Got to be a shutout.
It's got to be a shutout. So I thought that would be a golden Maddox or a supreme Maddox. I thought it was just complete. What's a complete game with less than 100? That's got to be something.
Yeah. Complete game with less than 100 pitches. So how many of those are going to have runs being scored?
I don't know, but I think we're honoring the efficiency here of Maddox. So I think we should have 2 levels.
Okay. How about a Mike and a Greg? Although he pitched a lot in relief, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mike pitched a long time.
Maybe a complete game less than 100 pitches could be a Glavine, and then if it's a shutout, it's a Maddox.
3-1 on Russell. On Hayward, and Russell cranks it to left, but it's foul.
Yeah, I was kind of interested to see Cervelli starting to creep inside prior to that pitch. Man, that's dangerous. 3-1. Trying to run that fastball in on Addison. Gets that front foot down in time, delivers a mighty blow, but it's foul.
Went in on Addison and almost ended up on Waveland.
Yeah, well, especially as big as the zone has been here tonight, you think maybe they just go down and away or stay away from power. Rolled over on a change up there. Amazing how many times you'll watch a game and you'll see that where umpire will show early on that he's calling pitches below the knees, off the corner, and pitchers and catchers will kind of forget as they go through the game. They get caught up in the strategizing of how to get a certain hitter out, and they forget about the availability of that pitch, which works against pretty much any hitter.
Might be it for Vogel's song, and it will. Here comes Clint Hurdle. He wants the lefty. Cubs have 2 on, Nobody out, already a run in, leading 3-1, and we'll be right back.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
Out to Vegas for the weekend. Just roll those dice. Put jets and guns and dolls. On a swinging night in the town.
Don't you dare follow your dreams. Think big. Or demand your own space. Don't you dare leave it all behind. Don't you dare ask what's next. Discover the first ever Cadillac XT5. Get this low mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $429 per month. Visit your Cadillac dealer.
Hey, Cubs fans, let's go. Book your stay now at the Sheraton Grand Chicago for the 2017 Cubs Convention. All reservations come with convention passes built into the hotel package. For details and reservations, go to Cubs.com/convention. Time now for the Midas Tire and Auto Service call to the pen. Veteran left-hander Antonio Bastardo.
Stardo working for the 55th time. The lion's share of that coming as a member of the New York Mets. 41 appearances for the Mets, 13 for the Pirates. This is the team he pitched for last season after a long run in Philadelphia. Stardo reacquired by the Pirates on August 1st for pitcher Jonathan Neese. Just sent those guys back to their old club. Fly ball type pitcher, fastball, slider, changeup.
Javier Baez will now bat for La Stella. Hayward at second, Russell at first. Double single walk to start this 6th inning. And the pitch. Off the outside corner for ball 1. Taking his time from the set position. Baez pops it up. Infield fly rule in effect. And as Mercer camped underneath. 1 out. Now Contreras, Matt Caesar has walked into the on-deck circle for Hamill. Stardo has a sign from Cervelli.
Yeah, but Stardo's always been deliberate. Not quite Pedro Baez slow, but very deliberate. And it's interesting, you noted how he comes set and holds the ball a long time. A lot of slow workers, it's the rubbing the ball up. They're walking around the mound. They're taking time between pitches, but he takes a lot of time after he comes set. Step out.
Gets away on a swinging strike 2. Hayward with a big turnaround third.
I think it would be difficult for a pitcher to maintain his rhythm taking that much time after he comes to the set position, but it certainly could upset the rhythm of the hitter too. You get used to the flow of the game, and guy gets his sign, comes set, comes to the belt. Usually, a beat or two later, here he comes.
Now the Pirates bring their infield in. Oh, that was a balk. Yep, he flinched. Tony Randazzo saw it. Hayward scores. Russell to third. 4-1. Right there. Infield still in. Line shot left field. And it gets past Marte. Russell will score. Contreras to second. He's got a double. 5-1.
Yeah, getting some separation here in the bottom of the sixth, stringing together quality at bats against first Vogelsong and now Bastardo. This is a slider. This is headed to the dirt. Contreras went down and elevates that low slider. The Gold Glover Marte can't make the play.
All these runs charged to Vogelsong, so that's 5 runs in 5 innings. That's Caesar now announced. Still only 1 out.
For the record, I hate that balk call.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about it before. It is a balk, but you don't like the rule.
When I read the rule, the balk rule in the rule book, it talks about that once the pitcher comes to the set position, anything that would indicate the beginning of his pitch, he can't stop. So I feel like when the ball's in the hand, the pitcher hasn't come set yet, you have to give him a little leeway to twitch or whatever. Because the hitter's not in, he can't make a pitch from that position. He still has to come set. So he's not gaining any advantage. So for me, if once he's set and holding it like that, if he does something and then stops, I'm okay with that. Because the other part of it is like an elastic clause at the end of the balk rule that says the umpire should consider the intent of the pitcher, whether he's trying to gain an advantage or not. And with what he did, I don't see where there's any, he's not trying to gain any advantage. He's not trying to deceive anybody. But he's not set yet. And he's getting ready to step off the back of the rubber.
Three balls, no strikes.
Also notice the umpires, when they call a balk on somebody, they do it with a certain level of vengeance. Like, don't you dare balk in my presence. Don't you try to get away with that on my watch, young man.
I caught you.
I got you red-handed, you devious bastardo. Green light him.
Ball 4.
Seen a lot of Ray in this series.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of trips to the mound. Fowler will bat righty against the left-hander Bastardo. Time now for a PNC Bank upcoming game schedule. Four games against the Giants. CSN Plus tomorrow night. Channel 9 on Friday. CSN on Saturday. That's the Bumgarner-Arrieta matchup. And then Channel 7 on Sunday before heading off to Milwaukee for a noon start on Labor Day. I think they've exceeded their 30-second time limit.
Pirates go home after this ball game and host the Brewers. They just got done sweeping the Brewers in Milwaukee.
Place where they had really struggled in the past. Low ball one to Fowler.
Left-handed Dexter 1 out of 3 tonight with a triple. Right-handed Dexter's batting .301. .266 as the left-handed batter prior to tonight. The things that makes the Cubs so good, this lineup, there's so much balance right and left with the switch hitters. Bryant right, Rizzo left.
Polanco will call off Harrison. So 2 outs now. Chris Bryant. Homer single, walk, 2 runs. National League leading 36th home run. Are you kidding? Really? So you go back to the last half inning with Contreras and Hamill, and now Cervelli and Sirich. I mean, we've probably had 6 trips to the mound in the last inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's within the rules, so it's not going to change until there's a rule change. But if the commissioner is serious about trying to quicken up the pace of the game, that's one thing they could address. Like my idea of any mound visit by anybody other than the pitcher. It's a ball. The batter forgot the signs, needs to talk to the third base coach. It's a strike. You can do it, but you got to pay a price. Either that or a cash donation to the Retired Broadcasters Fund. Yeah, I'm up. You get a lot of purists screaming, there's nothing wrong with baseball, leave it alone. We don't mind 3-hour games. I don't mind 3-hour games. I like games that move along. I like the pace. So anything that increases action,
yes,
I'm on board with.
MVP chance. One and two. Get out of play. I wouldn't balk at getting rid of the intentional walk in terms of having to make the pitches. Doesn't happen every night, but yeah, I mean, 1 in 1,000 intentional walks. A guy will throw one away. Is that enough to keep that in the game?
Probably not. Yeah.
Not fundamentally changing the game by doing that. So yeah, just little tweaks. Cervelli's tapping the dirt. You see the location of that pitch.
Yeah, but starting one of those guys, got a little bit of a short arm delivery. He likes to elevate the fastball, has a hard time getting the ball down. As I mentioned earlier, he gets a lot of outs in the air. He is susceptible to the long ball. Allowed 9 home runs this year in 53 innings of work.
To end the inning, but the Cubs add 3 to their lead. It's 5-1 after 6.
Isaac Hu has mastered gravity-defying moves to amaze his audience.
Great show. Here you go.
Now he's added a new routine, making depositing a check seem so effortless. Easy to use Chase technology for whatever you're trying to master.
Isaac, are you ready?
Yeah. Chase, so you can.
Yeah, like this right here.
It's the Ford Freedom Sales Event with 0 for 72 plus 1,000 bonus cash on 2016 Ford Focus, Fusion, and Escape. Plus, tag vehicles now get 1,000 smart bonus. That means freedom from interest and freedom to choose with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% for 72 months plus 1,000 bonus cash on Focus, Fusion, and Escape. Plus, specially tagged vehicles get 1,000 smart bonus.
I joined the Army in July of '98. I did active duty 11 years and 2 in the reserve.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. When I call USAA, it was that voice asking me, is your daughter okay? That's where I felt relief.
It actually helped to know that somebody else cared and wanted to make sure that I was okay. That was really great.
We're the Rivera family, and we'll all be with USAA for life.
USAA. We know what it means to serve. Call today to talk about your insurance needs.
$1 window siding and door installation, 102 Pine Street.
Let's go, guys. It's Feldco to the rescue with $1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors. Plus no money down and no interest until 2018. It's Feldco's biggest sale of the year.
That's $1.
$1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors.
Hurry, $1 installation ends Monday. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Caesar will stay in and play left. Same for Baez at second. And sinker baller Trevor Cahill will pitch here in the 7th. And Hall of Famer Fergie Jenkins, greatest pitcher in Chicago Cubs history, has joined us in the booth. How are you, Fergie?
I'm fine. How's everything, guys?
Great.
Good.
Having fun?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The Cubs are having fun.
Man. 47-19 at home. Best record in baseball at home. 84-47 overall. And they're not taking their foot off the pedal either.
No, they have really done well.
Inside to Rodriguez. Ball 1. Rodriguez, Mercer, and a pinch hitter for the Pirates. Going off the plate again. What's going on these days, Fergie? The foundation? Any?
The biggest thing is we're here for the Ron Santo JDRF. They're going to have a dog we're trying to train and raising money for that particular situation, which is an outstanding, I think, idea that I think Vicky Sandel came up with.
Right. It's a diabetes alert dog.
Correct.
Pretty neat.
We're going to be signing, I think, a couple of different turnstiles in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Which would be outstanding.
Well, make sure you stop by and say hi to Fergie this weekend against the Giants as Rodriguez strikes out.
Nice comeback by Cahill. Fergie and friends signing? Or you got?
You know, I'm not sure. Lee Smith's coming in, but I'm not sure if he's going to help me do some signing. But I'll be out there. I have my foundation. We got a couple of employees out, and Carl Kovacs is down here with the foundation, and Vicky Sandel will be around. And it's always good to have Vicky. She really, really enjoys doing that also, which is really nice.
Absolutely, and keeping the legacy of her husband Ron alive and well. We talk a lot about how much Ronnie and Ernie would have loved watching this team.
Oh man, it's been outstanding. They'd had smiles on their face from ear to ear, because they are really, really playing well.
1-1. 2-1. So Cubs are playing the Pirates. Always think about Roberto Clemente and those great teams in the early 70s.
They had a good ball club.
Backhanded play. Bryant throw to first is late. Infield hit Mercer. Tell us about somebody on the Pirates that maybe people don't talk about enough, those particular clubs.
Well, Jesse Gondard caught quite a few games. They had a guy named May with another catcher, along with St. Guillen. Willie Stargell was always tough to get out. I mean, they had a good ball club. I didn't get a chance to face Parker when he was with the Pirates.
St. Guillen had a reputation of being a real good bad ball hitter. Was that legit?
Yes, I bounced a curveball and he hit a double over Ronnie's head. I mean, he swung at anything. He didn't have to throw a strike, and I tried not to get it too close to the plate because he was going to challenge you with that long bat and swing. But I mean, make him hit the ball. Don't walk him, because he was up there to swing the bat. They called him the lumber company for a reason. They were Rennie Stennett. They had a bunch of good players.
Hebner?
You know, well, yeah, Hebner was on that ball club, but before the two individuals that were the shortstop, second basemen, they had Mazeroski at second and Gene Alley at third. I mean, at short. So they had a good infield. Yeah, they had a really, really good hitting ball club. I think later on they had Richie Zisk. They had some guys that
Al Oliver, right?
Yeah, Al Oliver, Roberts. They had some guys that could swing the bat, and they weren't bashful either. They come here to Wrigley Field. They wanted to pound the outfield.
2-1 on Matt Joyce. So you'd have pitched at Forbes, yeah?
Yes, definitely. Oh, yeah.
What stood out about that ballpark before they built
long, deep center field? The batting cage used to be in center field, behind the flagpole. Short right, short left.
Did you like the all-purpose places, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh?
The turf didn't bother me because I wasn't on it. But it's just that I hated to get balls in the gap.
Right.
That was always extra base hits. But the mound was always dirt, so I never had any problem doing that. And the heat didn't bother me, but the multi-purpose fields, there was like three of them. Like Phillies, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. Football, baseball. And that turf was terrible a lot of times. I think the worst one was like the Astrodome, when they used to take it up for cross-country races and rodeos. You could see the seams,
yeah,
the zippers and everything. I mean,
spots.
Oh, totally. It was terrible. But they played there for quite a few years until they closed it.
There's Harrison with 2 on and 1 out in the 7th. Cahill would love a ground ball at an infielder here.
Yeah, that's his game.
Well, JD and I would love to see baseball return to Montreal. And hopefully one day it'll happen. Got to get a ballpark, though.
Yeah, I think they've got maybe a piece of ground picked out downtown Montreal, but it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of corporate money, and maybe individuals. But they want baseball back again.
Grimm and Wood up in the Cubs bullpen. One out single on the infield by Mercer. Pinch hitter Joyce walked, and now it's Harrison. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind howling in from the north tonight.
And most pitchers that want to throw want to pitch tonight, because that ball to left might not go. Might go to right, but you maybe make a mistake or so. If it gets caught up in the wind, it's not going to go that far.
2-1. Berryhill ready, but Harrison is not. The ground ball, but it eludes Bryant and Russell. Mercer's going to be held by Rick Sofield at third. So they're loaded for Josh Bell.
Yeah, all of a sudden we've got some drama here. Bases loaded. Big powerful kid coming up. McCutchen and Polanco to follow.
Esposito making sure everybody's ready in the bullpen.
Yeah,
if Joe wants to go that route.
Yeah, and Joe just sent Contreras out there to buy a little more time.
So Joe will make a change.
You know, this is the kind of game right here when all you have to do is throw strikes. You know, make him hit it.
Yep.
You know, you've got a 4-run lead, and you just got to, as they say, put the dagger in them.
Well, we'll see if Grimm can do that when we come back. 5-1 Cubs in the 7th.
Have a look around.
Thank you.
Got me looking so crazy right now, your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Looking so crazy in love, got me looking so crazy in love.
So you like it?
I do. Now is the moment to get the Honda Accord you love. Named a Car Driver's 10 Best list a record 30 times at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, going on now.
Look at all these purchases you made with your airline credit card. Hold on, you only got double miles on stuff you bought from that airline? Let me show you something better. The Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, not just airline purchases. Every purchase, everywhere, every day. No, really, double miles on all of them. What's in your wallet?
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon. In the nation's largest independent study by Root Metrics, again, Verizon is the #1 network.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint. And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile. And we're just as good.
Really? What national awards have you won?
None.
Exactly. Only Verizon was ranked #1 nationally in data, reliability, text and call, and speed. Yeah. And you're going to fist pump today?
Don't get fooled by cut-rate networks. Get the best. And now get up to 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones, 4 lines, and 16 gigs for just $150. Only on Verizon.
Time for the Midas Tire and Auto Service call to the pen. Justin Grimm's been in a really nice stretch here lately. As his manager would say, his stuff has been very crispy.
Yeah, well, it better be crispy right now. It's a bit of a dicey situation coming in with the bases loaded. Justin pitching for the 57th time this year. He's pitched to a 3.83 ERA. Opposing batters hitting .219 against him. He's really shut down the right-handed hitters. to have to deal with the switch hitting Josh Bell. This kid's got plenty of power.
He does. He already has a grand slam. That was off Adam Warren of the Cubs in Pittsburgh back in July. Just his second major league game. Second plate appearance, in fact. So he represents the tying run. Fastball misses off the inside corner. He got all of this pitch. Almost into the river. Down by Contreras. You said it. Fergie got to throw strikes.
Yeah, it's, you know, you get yourself in a hole by pitching from behind, and hitters love to have that advantage, the hitter's count. I mean, they could be a little more selective, and like you say, there's no place to put them. So you got to throw strikes.
Two and one. Two singles and a walk off Cahill. Pirates threatening big time here in the seventh. Bounced wide of first. JD, the out pitch for Justin Grimm's the curveball. See if that's coming up.
Yeah, that's what has made him effective against left-handed hitters in the past. He's not having the success this year against lefties that he normally does. But yeah, he likes to bury that curveball down and in. And get backdoor it.
He's thrown two in the sequence. There's another one. Did he swing? He did not.
Yeah, this kid, he's kind of got that calm, high pressure situation. Started but did not go.
Three and two, the base is full. Another curve, called strike three.
There's an outstanding pitch right there. Clutch pitch.
Yeah, a lot of confidence in that breaking ball. Bell thought it was down and in a little bit. He's got a legitimate point, but it was a quality pitch. I don't know how he took it.
Wow. Not looking for it.
So now McCutchen. Quickly, Fergie, did you have a pitch that you did not throw when your career started that you developed mid-career?
Well, I developed a slider in winter ball '64, and I had it in the minor leagues, and I came up to '65. I threw it as much as I wanted. I had good control. I started to throw straight change a lot of times. I had a split change. The late Freddie Martin taught Bruce Sutter a splitter.
Yeah.
And all I did was just spread my fingers and throw it the same fastball action and take my thumb off the ball. And to left-handed hitters, make it go down and away. And I wasn't afraid to throw it to left-handers early in the count. I don't think I threw any 3 and 2 changeups, but early in the count.
There's the 0-1. Hutchin could not hold up.
You know, he's not the same ball player for some reason. After winning an MVP and really playing well, he's hitting way below his average.
Down 0-2 here. The pitch way outside. As JD mentioned, this Pirate team and McCutchen tonight, they've been a little anxious. Still a dangerous spot. Rim ready. Yeah, you want a good blocker back there when Justin Grimm is on the mound. Curveball.
Contreras can block the ball. That'll save you a lot of time. You don't want that pass ball in that situation.
McCutchen able to hold, so back-to-back 3-2 counts. 0-2 to 3-2.
Clearly, if you're McCutchen, you can't sell out on a fastball here. It's already did to Bell. You know his reputation. The curveball is his best pitch. Doesn't mean you won't get one, but you have to protect against the curveball.
This is a confidence pitch right here. I mean, you got to know what you're doing with it. And you want it over the middle of the plate.
Runners on the move, and he fouls it back out of play.
Missed the spot and trying to go away. If you remember McCutchen's last at bat, Hamill was throwing him sliders, and then he went 93 fastball away to get the strikeout, and Contreras wanted to go back out there again this time.
He held. It's ball 4. So McCutchen will get an RBI and the bases loaded walk. That was a very good plate appearance from McCutchen. Here comes Bosio. He was down 0-2 and he draws the bases loaded walk. So 5-2 now. And it'll be Gregory Polanco. Meanwhile, in Milwaukee, the Brewers beat the Cardinals 3-1. So that's good news for both the Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs' magic number goes down to 17.
Yeah, Pat was mentioning start of September you might have a 15-game lead.
Unbelievable.
That's incredible. That's something. Wow.
You go back to just before the All-Star break. If the Cubs had lost that last game, the Pirates would have been within 5.5. Cubs won that game. I believe went into the break with a 7-game lead over the Cardinals, and they've now doubled it. Polanco swings at the first pitch, and it's caught by Russell.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
He may have just saved 3 runs.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Outstanding play.
And it's time for Fergie in the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Mazda, but we got to take another quick look at this play.
Watch him go. No fear. Yeah, unbelievable.
Fergie Jenkins. All right. Everybody up, let's go. A 1, a 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for it. Root for the Cubs. If they don't win, it's a shame. you're out at the old ball game.
The 7th inning stretch is presented by Mazda. In every car we make, you'll see why driving matters.
It's the recon mission for Tango 165. The endless search for the best berries. A midnight run for tacos al pastor. And the empty roads of Dawn Patrol. This is summer driving. During the Mazda Summer Drive event, get 0 to drive lease offers on any new 2016 Mazda.
Your car insurance policy is 22 pages long. Did you read every word? Nope. Only lawyers do that. So when you got rear-ended and you needed a tow, your insurance company told you to look at page 5 on your policy. Did it say, great news, you're covered on page 5? No. It said, blah, 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 blah.
The Liberty Mutual app with Coverage Compass makes it easy to know what you're covered for and what you're not. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Cubs fans, stay close to your boys in blue right here at CSNChicago.com. We're bringing you the top stories, team news, and video that you crave all in one place. Phenomenal coverage. And you can trust insider Patrick Mooney to bring you the very latest from the clubhouse. Then head over to the Pulse page and get your social on. Check out the standings, the schedule, stats, and gear up at the shop. It's all one click away. It's that easy.
One more time, let's watch Addison Russell do his thing. Look how quick the break is. Great read. And again, with the left fielder converging, no fear of contact, and he is pumped. Usually doesn't show a lot of emotion on the field, but he knew he just pulled off a miraculous play.
Juan Nicasio, the new pitcher. 5-2, the Cubs have the lead.
30th birthday today for Nicasio.
Two and one on Rizzo.
In the rotation earlier in the year, moved to the bullpen. 35 games, 12 starts. Had some control issues. Off and on throughout his career. He's always on a little bit of a high walk rate.
The other way. 38,137 the paid crowd tonight. We just watched one of the best defensive plays we've seen all year. He walked him.
It would be interesting to get his perspective. Whether he thought that was a better play than the one he made in was it in San Diego on the road trip, that rocket, or San Diego or LA?
San Diego.
Will Myers, right?
Yep.
I think the exit velocity was 196 miles per hour.
Miguel Montero to hit for Grimm. Nice series for Miguel. Came off the bench. Game-ending base hit on Monday. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Caught a shutout last night. He looks at a strike.
The other thing about that Russell play, it came in an inning where it was kind of a slow, laborious inning. We talk so often about how it usually has an adverse effect on defenders. They don't react quite as quickly. Not the case with Russell in that play.
this. He fans Montero for the first out.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They offer a free bike check that's located by the Addison Red Line station. And if you drive your car, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
Batter is Hayward. Casio began the year in Pirates rotation. Into the bullpen in June. And a line shot out into left center. Rizzo makes the move toward third. Throw goes to second to keep Hayward to 1. Third time on for Hayward tonight.
They dumped that RBI single in front of McCutchen last time. This time lashes that ball for the alley in left center.
Nice hand for Russell. Speak of the man of the match. Russell could do something big here. He could put himself into that discussion with Chris Bryant. Already an RBI single, a walk and a run for Addison. Jason Hamels, 6 innings, 1 run tonight. Cubs pitcher of record.
So you're saying this has man of the match implications?
Possibly.
Plate appearance.
Say he made up for the first inning error.
There have now been 10 walks issued in this ball game, 5 aside. At the start of this game with Tony Randazzo's strike zone, that seemed impossible.
Strike. Casio throws, fouled back. Vogelsong 5+, 5 runs on 6 hits. Bastardo, scoreless inning. Although 2 runs scored while he was in there, they were both charged to Vogelsong. One-two in the air. McCutchen drifting, and Rizzo should be easily able to score, and he will. Sacrifice fly for Russell. Comes back to a 4-run lead.
Second RBI of the night for Russell. Casio, a former Rocky. And he, like the starter Vogelsong, he had to deal with some head trauma. Remember, he got whacked with a comebacker there a few years back.
Yep.
He got hit and then he fell to the ground, and then
it was a neck injury. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very dangerous, very scary.
Fractured vertebra in his neck. That was in 2011. Hit by an Ian Desmond line drive. Looks like Travis Wood will get the 8th. Two and one to Baez. Ocasio's been a Rocky, a Dodger, a Pirate, and along the way, various stops. He's been a tourist, a Dust Devil, a Nut as well.
A lug nut or just a nut?
Just a nut, the Modesto Nuts. The Asheville Tourists and the Tri-City Dust Devils.
He's from the Dominican Republic, and you hear a lot of San Pedro de Macorís. He's from San Francisco de Macorís. I didn't know there were multiple de Macorís in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. His hometown,